Hey everyone, Brandon here, OIAS Outsider Information. Happy Friday. I have not been as active as I wanted this week. It's been busy, it's been productive. We will be back to our regular scheduled programming next week, and it is the start of Shark Week. So tune in there. We're going to do 3 topics in under 3 minutes because of my lack of videos this week. So we are going to go right in, starting with all of the layoffs that have been happening. The discussion that people ask is, what happens to the company with this? Outside of losing a whole bunch of people, when you as a company, as an organization, lay off people, they are able to file unemployment, right? That is not a termination with cause. That is the company terminating you at their will. Most of us are at will employees. So as a result of that, you can file for unemployment. Where companies do get hurt by this is if you have a high number of unemployment claims in a year, your taxes will go up the next year. Think about it like car insurance. If you get into an accident, your rates are going to go up in the next cycle. So companies don't get off just by firing a whole bunch of people. It's a dysfunctional practice if you have to lay off that many bodies, but there is some solace in knowing that there is a penalty for companies to pay. Second thing, joint interviews. I was able to partake in one of those, just kind of doing some recreational research on that level. And if you are doing those as an organization, please end the practice. There is no way, regardless of how you have it set up, that you can put people in a joint setting without it becoming a competition, even if the roles are different. Joint interviews do not make things as efficient as you think they do. And in this case, it took 2.5 hours to go through 4 different people, and it was absolutely ridiculous. You are not going to get the best out of somebody in that kind of a setting. So whatever your practice is, if it's a joint interview, axe it. Terrible idea. You should never do it. The last thing, and I have spent a good chunk of the summer talking about this, is unions, and specifically we are going in back to the NFLPA. There was another break in the dam, and it resulted in Lloyd Howell now resigning. So what does this mean? The NFLPA is now looking for a new director, an executive director of it, and hopefully it is going to be somebody who is actually going to galvanize the players and get them on the same page, because collective bargaining agreement or collective bargaining negotiations are coming up for them. So in a perfect world, obviously, we have labor peace, but with all of this now coming down the pike, the dysfunction there, it's going to be interesting to see, especially when the last CBA was ratified by a thin margin, I believe 467 to 418, which tells you how divided the player body is. So the next executive director has a very big job at hand in getting everyone united. Got it done. That is 3 topics. As always, if anything resonates, give a like, subscribe, and engage. Have a great weekend. Happy start of Shark Week.